first.
Alright.
What is the current drag racing class you are a part of?
I drive a top fuel dragster.
Okay. How did your how fast did your car go? Like yesterday and today?
So about 335 miles per hour in about 3.7 seconds.
Woo!
Hitting it.
Okay. What is the most challenging part of like a drag race? Like the whole weekend of like the week beforehand?
The most challenging part.
Like the whole race, like getting the drag, getting to the next one.
Well, I think it's a combination of things, right? I think the hardest part is doing the same thing over and over and over again. But not just from the driving side, but also from the team side, right?
Yeah.
Making sure the parts and pieces are put together the right way, not only at the racetrack, but in the shop as well.
Yeah. This question is for both of you.
Okay.
What are your guys' favorite tracks that you guys have raced at?
I like any track I'm winning at. I'm not really very particular. People ask me what races they should go to. I almost always say you should try to go to Bristol. It's a beautiful country out there. Scenic, racetrack's cool. Honestly, I'm a homebody too, so I like St. Louis, Chicago, Indy.
You know what was beautiful? Banfield.
And Denver. Now, having said that, if you asked me that question 3 years ago, I always said you gotta go to Denver, you gotta go to Bristol, you gotta go to, and then I would pick like Vegas is cool because of how awesome the grandstands are. It's kind of like, you know, it was not the first stadium style, but definitely a cool place.
And it's cool for me. It would probably be Charlotte. I always like Charlotte. I like the facility, the grandstand is gorgeous. And then I also love Reading, the same reason I do like Chicago and St. Louis. It's close to home. I'm a homebody.
For me, I like Seattle the best because of all the trees surrounding it.
That is close to home.
Well, yeah, like 4 hours away from home, but
Seattle is on the short list, so I tell people that. I say you're driving into a forest and all of a sudden the racetrack pops out. That's pretty cool.
okay, now back to you, Justin. How do you prepare for a race day?
I try and keep things consistent, meaning I eat the same thing, try and drink the same things, try and go to sleep at the same hours if I can. Just try and keep my body in rhythm the best that I can.
Okay.
Noted.
Both of you are going to get this question.
Yeah.
What kind of engines do your guys' cars have?
So the engines in our car are based off of a Chrysler heavy motor
Yeah.
from the 70s. 500-inch Chrysler box.
It's the same thing.
Same
They're
motor.
both the same.
Yep.
What?
One's in the front, one's behind.
That's it.
That's
How
the
can they
primary
get a
difference.
top fuel car to having a Hemi engine like that, but then having a funny car too?
It's all traction. You can take my motor out, put it in his car, and vice versa. But he can get traction quicker than me because of how the way his car is long. It acts like a big spring. He gets traction on the back tire. I gotta get going like 120 mile an hour before I get good traction, before I get good downforce.
Yeah.
The funny cars themselves are actually a little more aerodynamically sound, so they run better speed.
You run a little bit better
Generally.
speed because once they get flowing through the air,
Right.
they move the air more efficiently.
Yeah. How do you guys adjust the car suspension for different track conditions? I know you guys are drivers. Who has more?
So neither of our cars actually have any suspension. The only suspension is the back tire. So you need to adjust, you can call it suspension, but it's tire pressure. It's really on the wheelie bar height. So we adjust how low the wheelie bar is, so that first shock, that first hit, we can either spring really low, get close to the ground and drag, or if we want to keep it up on the tire, we can put the wheelie bar up, and that keeps it from getting too far. Suspension issue.
The one thing about Heritage Series cars is they don't have suspension in their cars whatsoever.
Right.
Which is so different to me because I always thought that your guys' cars have suspension to them.
Yeah. The last car I would say that's got suspension is a Promod car.
Okay.
Everything Promod and beyond. Oh, Pro Stock. Pro Stock car has they have really expensive suspension, but we're out. We're out on the suspension.
Okay. For both of you guys, it might be different for a top fuel car, but what is the role of a burnout in drag racing?
Well, the role is really similar. I mean, at the end of the day, it's really about warming up the tires. going to help you maintain and get better traction really as the fall line.
Yep. So it also gets it clean. You know, you drag a lot of cigarette butts and all kinds of junk on the tire just from driving around a pit. So it cleans them off and gets a little tack on them.
That's what I see guys after wear now too. The guys that sort of wipe the tires down too, try and do a better job of cleaning.
Yeah. Okay. What are the key factors in achieving a good reaction time for a top fuel driver and a race car driver?
Well, I mean, relatively speaking, they're going to be similar. I think it's two things primarily, right? It's not only the driver, but it's the system. If you set the car up the same way every time, the reaction time is going to be more consistent. So that's a big key. And I think a lot of it is preparation. A lot of it is mental. For some parts, that's physical. But when you get to this level, the difference between good and great can be very, very small. So I think really it's just the preparation that happens behind the scenes, physically, mentally, so on and so forth.
I am shocked. There's a little bit of physicality to it. I drive better. Look at the last 15 years, I've drove better when I'm in better shape. But the biggest thing is your brain. Your mental space getting up there is honestly 98% of reaction time. Driving can be physical, but the reaction time is all mental.
Along with that, how do you feel when you have the canopy put down on you?
It's very peaceful.
Really?
It goes from being relatively loud to relatively quiet.
Really?
And all of the fear, the worry, the nerves, for the most part, start to kind of go away. And it just feels like being home. That is one of my favorite things to do. And everything else goes away, right? It's just you and the race car. It's really great. It's great.
Do you shut your visor before you stage, or is it shut the whole time?
I shut it before I stage.
Me too.
It's like
It gets quiet again.
It does. It feels different again.
It's
Yeah.
shocking how that's like the most. You're sitting with this. You're sitting on this bomb. You're getting ready to have more cheese than an astronaut. And it's the most peaceful time of my last month.
Right.
Okay. What, for both of you guys, what are the most important safety features you have on your car, but also on your fire safety helmets?
That's actually a really good question. The safety on these cars has come a long way. Honestly, for me, I'm gonna go with the head padding, the seat, the board seat is worth something, but yeah, a lot of guys get the bell rung because their head can move too far. So now get a little less. There's less room in there to bounce around. If your head can't get inertia, then it can't move your brain.
Yeah.
The problem is not the move, it's when your head stops, your brain keeps going inside your head.
Really?
So if you can't get your head moving, then you're not gonna have that problem. That's I'd say as far as the last, since I started driving, we had foam pads on.
Right.
I
It's a lot
we
different
didn't
now.
have nothing.
Yeah.
Like, there was a driver last weekend that actually, he hit the wall so hard that it just knocked him out completely. Instead of being like this, he's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that. Basically in his head, hit the left side right when he hit the left wall. It was bad. To the point where he had a ruptured lung, broken ribs, and a concussion because of all that.
Yeah,
We don't like
cars are
that.
extremely dangerous.
And then what about you, Justin? Same thing?
I mean, on the car, you look at, the safety laws, right, the braking system, all
Yes.
that stuff. And, these cars have come so far now, they're so technologically advanced that, they'll shut itself off. The chief can shut the car off, if it's a loud or hand pressure gets too high. I think that's done a lot for us in terms of safety. And then in terms of the driver, obviously, right, like the basics, like the fire suit, but I would say your Hans or your Harman or whatever you wear. These cars will, you're talking about putting up to 5.5, 6 G's and a 40 mag in the seat. And I think that's important in addition to the chin strap, right? Without the chin strap, keep your head down.
Yeah.
Got the Hans, you can be up here trying to drive and having a really good. So
Yeah,
I think those are important factors.
Did you ever drive a car that didn't have a 7-point harness in it? Fuel car.
Not a fuel.
I drove a fuel car with a 5-point harness, and when you put the chutes, you slide. You don't realize it.
Slide forward.
You slide underneath, and they go like this when you hit the chutes.
Right.
And you don't realize it until you have a 7-point. You throw the chutes, and you're like,
You don't slide.
still up here.
Right.
I'm still good.
Right.
So that's another one I didn't think of. When I first started driving, we just had to buy.
But like, what safety features on your car do you really appreciate having?
So that temperature switch that he mentioned,
Yeah.
I would say 8 years ago, if we'd have made the run we made last night, no, Q1, I'd have been on fire.
Right.
The pan pressure switch shut me off because it had a ton of engine damage. And driving it, you can't really tell until it goes really sideways. But the computer was like, hey man, you got a problem. You're done.
Along with that question, are you guys both into the Heritage Series type racing?
I'm aware of it, and I
Yeah.
get so caught up in our stuff, I don't get to follow it very well.
One thing is with Heritage, they don't have like the cruise switch doesn't have a button to turn the cars off. It's the driver that has to do it. But if they're knocked unconscious, it's like straight, like they're done.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about this show that I appreciate is that the crew have the way they can turn the driver like the car right off right when it goes bad.
It goes sideways.
They go sideways or it goes back. Okay, now this one's for you, Dustin. What got you interested in drag racing from like when you were a kid?
Yeah, I grew up around the sport. My father raced for many years, primarily in homage by funny cars. I actually spent time in funny car racing with his dad and dad too for a little while. So I fell in love with it from a young age. You know, I came here and I was that little kid running around asking for autographs behind the road. I knew that if I had the opportunity to do it one day, that's what I would want.
Okay. Now you know.
The answer is actually the same. I grew up here. I started watching Tim make 2,000 runs. I started I'd sit under that bench and I'd wipe it off. They were creating a few things. I think I was 9. And I was actually training the frame rail and I stripped out one of the frame rail plugs. So you guys did all day. I got doing it a long time.
I've almost done with this. What were the most memorable races that you had this year or beyond?
For me, it was Indy, winning the first U.S. National that I've ever won. That was really special to me. My father won it in 2007. Championship and Indy, right? The two things people generally think about. I would say Indy is right up there, very, very special.
And I know it doesn't make a difference to you, but how you won that was cool for me to watch. I get a single cheer for you.
We had a lot of fun in the winter together.
Yeah, it was badass.
Okay, Daniel, now your turn.
Honestly, it's a really good question. I still don't believe I get to be here in general. So pretty much every time we drag the thing up there, I'm still in awe. We have to go way back. I won the alcohol funny car championship, the division championship in 2007. And, you know, the feeling of we had 4 crew guys total. We all get in the truck, take off for the last race of the year, and we're excited because we have a chance.
Yeah.
It's not a long shot, but we had to win the race. We had to make sure the guy that was winning got beat first round. So it was a bit of a long shot. And Saturday night we're going to a hotel. We have that guy first round. We're gonna race him first round. No, I was excited. Yeah, I was like, this is what I wanted because I didn't feel like anyone had a better shot to take him down to me, right? So we beat him. We went second round. We actually got a bye in the finals. So we're dragging that thing up, and I know I'm gonna become. I wasn't elected to be the champion yet, but I was taken first. So going up there in a single with a couple of my bestest friends in the whole wide world, dragging my race car up there, getting ready to become number 1 in our division.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Along with that, how do you feel when you get to see your racing meets out like in Vegas or Seattle? How do you guys feel about it?
We love it.
Tim Wilkerson.
It's all those people were cheering for you actually. You know?
Right.
No, No, it's great.
Tim said, you know who's in there?
Yeah. We love it.
We've met a lot of special people doing this.
We've met a lot of special people, yourself included.
Yeah. So getting to see friends like you out here, race to race, it's pretty cool, man. It's a pretty big part of all this.
That's what makes all of it worth it. At the end of the day, we get to drive race cars, but we have the opportunity to make an impact that's much bigger. So I appreciate you being here. We love you and we care about you.
Thank you. And you guys both, when I see you guys driving on NHRA.TV, I'm yelling at the TV and my guy's like, shut up, Megan, shut up. I'm like, no, you're not going to make me shut
I
up.
thought I heard something when I was
I knew who it was too immediately.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. What advice would you give to someone who wants to start drag racing? And Daniel, I'm starting with you because you have 2 kids of your own at home.
Yeah, I mean, if we're starting, I'd say start with the basics, man. Go bracket racing. Go, depending on your age range. Honestly, if you're 16, you want to go race, drive your car to the racetrack, go race the thing. And then if you decide something you want to do your life to, you just got to start throwing money at it. Little by little, you work your way up. That's the great thing about this. You don't have to be an age ready to get into this. You can get in on the ground floor and work your way up.
Now you, Justin.
I think you said it all. I think you perfectly said it. Start on the ground floor, find a way to get involved, and then work your way up. It's a great sport, whether you want to be a driver, you can start bracket racing or start with juniors, depending on your age. But if you're into other stuff, there's so many different opportunities in this sport, right? Get involved on the team side as an intern, maybe on the hospitality side, on the NHRA side. So just get involved.
I agree with that because for these video diaries, aka interviews I do, for me, I'm doing it mainly for all the drivers out here and for Heritage to know that I'm here and I'm willing to help with anything on social media. I'm willing to do it.
Perfect.
Okay, how do you guys both manage the pressure of racing at high speed?
The high speed thing is not a problem for me because my butt tells me what to do and I do it. The pressure for me always lies at the starting line. I wish I could answer this question better. I'm still learning how to manage.
You know what? You answered it perfectly. Now you do.
It's a lot of pressure, right? I mean, I think we all feel it. It's just a matter of what you want to do with it. It exists. For me, what's always worked is focusing on the process, focusing on the task at hand, letting go of the results, right? For me, it was always, whatever God decides to happen is going to happen anyway. So the plan's already written. I may as well go out there, enjoy it, and have fun, and whatever the slip says at the end of the day, it says.
Yeah. What are your guys' goal for next year's racing season?
Oh man, I don't even know what my goal is.
Listen, my goal is we were 7th last year. We haven't won any races. We got in a couple of finals.
Yeah.
So my goal for this year was to win a couple of races and be 6th. 6th or better. I'll be happy. God willing, we wind up winning these last 2 races and we end up 2nd. The goal is to be 1st next year. I mean, improvement is my goal.
I know you were so close to winning the championship last year. I was really hoping you'd win it instead of whoever did.
Yeah.
But what is your goal for next year?
I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
But also for Pomona.
The goal for next year is to win the World Championship. Of course, I mean, that's right. It's always the goal to try and, win every race you go to for sure. And then for Pomona, it doesn't change, right? My goal really for Pomona is to be quite honest, is to be present. Do a better job of being present and being in the moment and not worried about the what ifs, but just living in the here and now.
I should have asked you about Pomona too, but
I didn't think I was going to do this. But last year in Pomona, I was fine until we got beat.
Yeah.
And I didn't even want to take my cars. So I was like, my last run.
I know.
I was like, shit, that was the last
It's
run.
weird. Right, yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
And my kids were there, and I was sitting. I literally ate dinner with actually it was lunch. I ate lunch. But I sat and ate lunch with the fire suit on. I didn't want to take it off.
It's off for 2 or 3 months.
Exactly. And it was not usually like that. I'm not like, I'm really mushy. Ever since I had a a little girl.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I used to be like tough, but like a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
Like I was emotional, but I can't watch scary movies.
Yeah.
And I've totally flipped. Like now, throw whatever scary movie you want at me. But like I've watched Huntrix, K-pop Demon Hunters 3 times. I've cried all 3 times. Cried like a little baby.
I'm only listening to the soundtrack of that because we do not have Netflix at home. So, but I'm here to say, just both of you guys got me through this last year and a half since I'm home. Are you guys ready?
Hang on, Jim.
Are you guys ready to actually make you feel like makes me feel like you guys came into my life at the right time.
I
feel
think we
the
did.
same way about you.
Agreed.
You guys get to see you both race every weekend. I feel like I can get through this weekend without wanting to cry.
Come here, group hug.
Group hug it up.
Group
Bring it in,
hug,
my
group hug,
friend.
group hug.
Bring it in.
You know what? Both of you guys have made my year even better. And when you won in Indy, I cried.
Me too.
I literally cried so hard. I'm like,
Me too.
my Uncle Joseph just won. And I was so proud of you. And for you making it to the final so many times,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
making
it's
me
coming.
Right there.
It's coming.
Right
I feel
there.
it right here. I feel it. It's coming.
Woo!
Yeah.
But you guys actually, getting to see you guys this weekend, getting to do this with you guys, actually made my weekend better. I'm not wanting to go home. We're leaving tomorrow after the race is over. It's like, I don't want to leave. I want to go to work. I just want to go. But we have to get home. But good to see you both. It really makes me feel very special. Because to me, I feel like you guys forget because you guys see a whole bunch of fans.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you guys kind of forget, like, ones like me or like other ones.
We can't forget you.
Never.
Like, you both really have made my weekend get to do this.
I'm glad.
And you know what? You both are going to do good tomorrow.
How about we both win tomorrow?
I was so positive we were both going to win Charlotte. After you won, I said, I don't know why these other 3 schmucks rode their shit up
We were
here.
about halfway there because you were halfway down the track.
Yeah. That's well. This is
But
done.
how did you do today? The last second.
Today we were on 2 opposite ends. We were too slow and too fast. The smoke tires both run. But now we got a perfect thing to shoot in the middle for.
Okay. You know what?